85% of the world is fed by subsistence farmers on 10 acres or less. So now tell me, are we feeding the world or are we feeding multinational big ag corporate profits? These people are making a hell of a lot of money in the meat, in chicken, in pork, and in beef, and they're sending that money overseas. We aren't feeding the world. We're feeding a few rich corporate cronies. And from where I'm sitting, it looks like they're using the American farmer and the American rancher as a pass through for federal dollars to go enrich their foreign cronies that run these companies.
And I can't remember who said this. I'd sure like to give them credit for it, but just like you touched on, we got to make sure we're feeding the world. We're feeding the world. Well, what about the part where the world gets fed? Soil health, all that stuff kind of, I mean, if we're going to keep raising more and more people, more and more mouths to feed, I mean, you got to take care of the base that's going to.
I mean, the cost of feeding the world, okay, now we have hyper processed, quote, food in Dollar General that people are going to buy with government food benefits. Like the ultra processed junk food that's cheap and available, that's only made possible because of our food system. It's giving us all the health problems that we need to have an overcomplicated health system to pay for and to try to fix. It's like we're shooting ourselves in the foot by the ag policy that we've had for 40 years, get big or get out. We completely ignore the needs of a local community to be self-sufficient and to feed itself and to grow enough that they can export. Like that was, I thought that was the whole point. But we got to feed the world.